One Piece chapter review will be out tomorrow, probably, because this episode of Naruto was very simple, and I'm in a hurry. I have to get to a class. Therefore, I can cover this episode in less amount of time than I can cover the One Piece chapter. We have a new opening called Silhouettes by KANA-BOON. What did you think about it? I thought, okay, there's some pretty cool shots. I like the progression, the age progression when it comes to Obito and Madara. Although Madara is funny because you see him have an age regression. So you see him with his white hair, and then we jump into the next stage, and it's like, holy shit, I expected him to pick up a bottle of L'Oreal and be like, because you're worth it. Nani mo, nani mo. And there's like this part where like Sasuke Susanoo is riding the Kyuubi that looks like a rat. And so it kind of makes him seem like the Susanoo's kind of like a gay cowboy. No offense to gay people, but he's going like, woo! Some of the action shots look really cool though. Like, I hope that means that they're going to extend the Hashirama versus Madara fight. Because in this episode, all we got was like Hashirama being like, hey, can you wait a minute? Kind of reminded me of that opening where we see the Kages fighting Madara, and he's like, you know, gliding and flying through some rocks and shit. And there are some spoilers there, like that part with Shikamaru. You don't really get to see it if you don't pay attention, but it's there, as well as sort of Sasuke and Naruto combining something. That last part where Naruto's extending his hand of friendship to Obito, I think they should have cut that out. It's a very colorful opening, and the imagery changes very fast, to the point where I think I need to go back at some point and just sort of pause it and give myself time to absorb all of it. Tracks for both the opening and the ending, for me at least, were meh. That might change though. I might get addicted to them eventually. And the ending, it's just, you know, two heterosexual males running through the beach. I did like that shot where like we see the friends of Naruto in the background, and then Sasuke's, I don't know if you could call them friends, but acquaintances slash servants slash tools that Sasuke has been using to get ahead in life. I think that's what they represent. And the change in the seasons and, you know, each of the landscapes, the fall season with Naruto and the winter season with Sasuke, they look really cool. Now, the premise of this episode is incredibly simple. It's basically Naruto and Minato coming up with a way of avoiding these 4 Juubi bombs from blowing everybody's face off. You can fight Jinchūriki Obito with Sage Mode Naruto because natural energy and natural energy cancel each other out, apparently. The problem with what Obito did in this episode is that he basically created the perfect shield for his own attack. Choji's like, Naruto's chakra protected us from the blast. No, no! You are standing outside of the barrier, which is where the explosion took place. I mean, imagine if Naruto's chakra was able to fucking, you know, protect you from a fucking nuke like that. That'd be crazy. Because remember when Madara was fighting Hashirama? Hashirama summoned how many Rashomon gates? And he was only able to sort of change the direction of the Bijou bomb that had been pinned with the Susanoo sword. And that's a Kyuubi bomb, okay? Imagine a Juubi bomb. So Minato and Naruto combine the yin and yang chakra from the Nine Tails, and they remove everybody to safety. But the real hero here is Tobirama, because he's the one who invented Shadow Clone Jutsu. So it doesn't matter what Minato and Naruto did, because if it weren't for that principle, that basis of Shadow Clone Jutsu, they would have all blown up, except for Sasuke. It's funny, because like when Jugo says, yo, use your snake, bro, we need to get out of here, Sasuke was like, don't worry, I was already thinking of that. Yeah, bullshit, Sasuke. You had no idea what to do. You were like, shit, how the fuck do I get out of here? I'm just kidding. Because he did it with Deidara, right? But it's still fucked up that he was going to let almost everybody else there die. I mean, that snake could have swallowed a lot of people before teleporting away. At least take one of the girls, Sasuke. Holy shit. I think the most impactful part of this episode is when you see the father and son bond illustrated between, especially when it comes to Minato and his eyes watering and him tearing up when he's looking over at his son and just seeing how much he's matured, quote unquote, because, you know, he's still kind of a dumbass sometimes. But he realizes deep down that his son never had it easy, and despite adversity, he's able to become this figure of leadership and power. Another thing that I really didn't like about Obito's strategy of putting that barrier up is that it ended up damaging the tree. Granted, the tree is gonna, you know, still keep growing and shit, because it's the fucking Juubi. I thought the episode was okay. The only thing I really didn't appreciate was the repetition of the Kushina flashback, because I think that flashback, well, not the flashback, but the motherly speech to Naruto, because that flashback has its own time and place. Those Kushina episodes are actually really special, so if you overuse them, they kind of lose their specialness in a way. Is that a word? Maybe they needed to come up with a way of making up more time for the episode to end at the 23-minute mark. Thank you so much for watching. Like the review if you did, I appreciate that. Subscribe to my channel to get more Naruto reviews. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.